Hello, my name is Haley Davis, and this is my first introduction speech for our online communications class. I have done speeches before, nothing really like in a big speech or anything, but I've done classroom speeches and things like that. And so I'm really excited for this course. But since we're going to introduce ourselves, I'm going to talk about my past first. And what I want to start off with is that, when I was younger, I was always the type of child to be afraid of disappointing people. And so I never wanted to make the wrong decision. I never wanted to, disappoint my family, whether it be my mom, my dad, my sister, even like pets, things like that. I was always aiming to please everybody else. And so when I got older into high school, I was really concerned with what career choices I would make and where I'd go to college and what it would be for. And so what I picked to represent my stand on my past was this little globe that I have here. It's a little ballerina on the inside, and actually it has my name and everything engraved on it, Haley Ann Davis. And the reason that I chose this is because it's a girl inside this glass ball, and it's just how I feel like I was. I didn't really have anywhere to go. I didn't have any choices that I felt like I could make by myself without displeasing someone. And so I thought that was a really good representation of, my past. And thankfully, as I grew and senior year came along and I started to, grow more of an opinion, I chose to go to NKU. And I'm really excited because I'm in the I'm working towards being in the respiratory program. I'm in the pre-respiratory program right now. And so this leads to my second object, which represents the present. Right now I'm working really, really hard in certain classes. Respiratory involves a lot of studying, a lot of medical science, things like that. I've never really had too many science classes in my high school career, so I am working extremely hard. And so what I chose to represent this was I have a hobby of crocheting. And right now I am making a scarf. And the reason that I chose this is because, it takes a long time to do this. It takes some effort. You have to make sure that you get every single piece correctly, and that, everything kind of is woven together, and you're working in a progress to, you're making progress to make an entire scarf, to make a completed project. And so that's what I feel like I'm doing right now. I'm working towards being in respiratory therapy, and so all this studying is kind of like each weave in this scarf. All this studying is gonna, come out to my result of being a respiratory therapist. And so that is what this represents. And lastly, as I've talked about, I'm very passionate about being in respiratory therapy. I have a little sister who was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis when she was 10 years old. And so I'm very passionate about what I want to do. I'm working extremely hard, and I hope that one day I can work at Cincinnati Children's Hospital. And so for that, this will be my future. We have one of these Cincinnati Children's cups, and these are actually really great. They contain a lot of fluid. But what I'm getting at here is that, this is where all of this hard work is going to go to. This is what I envision myself doing, is taking care of and being there for patients with cystic fibrosis and being a respiratory therapist. Who knows, I may not even go into cystic fibrosis. Respiratory therapy has a lot of different fields it can go into. I have to work with ventilators, I have to work with treatments, all sorts of things. There's so many varieties, so many directions that I could go into. And so this is just where I want to end up. It doesn't specifically say anything about cystic fibrosis on it. It just says Cincinnati Children's, and so this is my main goal. I want to work with children, and I want to be there and help as many people as I possibly can. And so I'm just really excited about my future. And so I hope that that gives a little bit about me, and that I'm excited to see all of your guys' videos, and thank you so much for watching me. dogs in the background, this is what they are. Zippy, come on, get down. You hungry? Come on. Are you hungry?